A train wrecked to spin fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From mint coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree, he'll show you where to excel.
Well, Mega GMs, guys. Welcome to the Swarm Report. It's Thursday, July 17th, the day before the maybe biggest happenings we've ever seen in crypto. Like, we've got a couple big bills just about to be passed here. Dude, maybe we hit a quick update on that, but let me welcome the fam here. Biggie, good morning, dude. Good to see you. MJ, good morning. Katz, good morning. Mufasa, good morning. Acolyte dip is tasty, bro. Oh, I love it. There's some nice coins on discount right now. Okay. Here's what's going on. Katz, you said it maybe yesterday or the day before. You're like, is it just me, or does it feel like something's about to happen, right? Was that yesterday? Whenever, dude, I feel it. You know what it feels like too? I was just telling some buddies this. Feels like there's before a tidal wave, the water pulls out from the from the beach, from the shoreline. It pulls out. It gets pulled out. It's all getting sucked out to the ocean. And man, I'll tell you, I look at my meme coin bags this morning. They don't look great. And I look at my NFT bags this morning, and they don't look great at all. But I'm like, I recognize this feeling. And I recognize what's happening there. It's exactly that. It's like, man, it's people like pulling out liquidity wherever they can get it. Look, ETH is up like crazy. And a lot of people thinking it's going up much more. Sell your shit that you got that's valued in ETH, and man, and then you're liquid to sell that ETH when it's about to pump here. It's about to pump. It is. It's about to happen. But that's the feeling right now that I've gotten. We've been here before, and we felt it before, and we know what's coming. Man, some big market actions coming here. I can't wait. Cat's got some Luna. Hang on. Gravity, good morning, dude. Very, very good to see you. Luna, thank you very much. And speaking of Luna, yeah, Luna's got a cool update, actually, too. We'll get to that after some market stuff. But Luna, Hoods, good morning. Freddie, interesting. So Cat's pinged me yesterday, too. Always chatting with the man. But that same exact whale we were tracking live on the show yesterday using the Swarm Copilot, that dude dumped, right? We were watching. We saw that guy in his buys, right? Yeah, we were watching that guy's buys, and we're like, hey, really interesting, right? It didn't play out how I was thinking. I'm like, if that guy's accumulating here, we're hoping price goes up, right? No, that dude dumped. In fact, I think I have that link still. It would be kind of cool to pull it up. If I can find it real quick, I want to pull it up because that was super interesting. And then, hang on, did I save it? I got it. Yeah, I got it. Let's look at that real quick. Then we'll get to market stuff. Oh, hang on. You know what? I'm looking at Memo, but let me pull up Preddy. It was really interesting to see Preddy. And I bought on that dip. I bought when that guy dumped. I'm probably even right now, but this dude dumped. Man, this fucking guy. Oh my god. All right, let's find that real quick. It was a huge sell. It was way more than. Dude, still dumping. Hang on, let's find him. Yeah, it's probably. I think it's this guy here. All right. Is that our guy? That's not our guy. Hang on, let me find him. But yeah, I was kind of surprised to see him sell there. And I guess we'll kind of get an idea of if he sold at a loss. Let's see if we can kind of find that here. He's somewhere right in here, right? I think he's that gifted. Would that be him? Or did I just click the same dude? I don't want to waste too much time on this if I'm struggling to find him, but who remembers his bag size? What was he? And I wonder if it dropped his ranking down. Oh, for 10K. Yeah, good shout, because he had those like 20,000 plus. Yeah, good shout, dude. That should be him. Yeah, there you go. That's that dude. Hang on. Yeah, that's him. So let me unfilter. I'm gonna filter lower so we can see more of his transactions. That's him right there. So there we go. Guy bought really, really early. Oh, I learned something, by the way. I'm gonna tell you, I learned something about reputation. Drop King, good morning. Like, hey, we all play this the same way. That's really, yeah, really cool. Okay, so there he is. Bought, sold here. This candle's him. Bought more. This candle's him. Sold here again. And then when he bought here, and I think if I filter even smaller, I think he bought even more, right? Yeah, he had buys all over here, including right here. He must have bought at the bottom again, I guess. But no, maybe he's out entirely. In fact, he's out. His mass is ghost. He has no tokens anymore. Reputation's B though. Okay, do you guys remember when we were live and I'm like, how does somebody buy and sell like an equal amount, but their reputation's still like an A? I think he had an A yesterday. And so I asked the team that because I assumed reputation was measuring like your holding, like how well you hold and support a token. Yeah, in fact, that's a good point. We should probably copy his address and see where he's going. We should look at his address, see where else he's going, and see how he's traded it. Shit, maybe we'll do that at the end here. Anyway, reputation, the most important thing for reputation, at least early on, is I'm trying to think of the easiest way to word it. Reputation, a heavy factor in it is if you receive tokens that you didn't receive from a DEX if you sold. Meaning if you got an airdrop and sold, you're going to an F. Now, if you bought and sold and bought and sold and bought and sold, that's not going to put you at an F. Reputation, again, heavily weighted on did you get free tokens that you then sold? And I'm sure it counts for if you got them transferred from somewhere else, right? As opposed to like an airdrop from like the like a contract address, something like that, from like the token contract. Those factor in somewhere, but that explained it. Again, I couldn't make sense of how his buy sell flows were even, but he had an A reputation. Well, that's why. If he got an airdrop and he might not have, then he didn't sell that. And so I asked like why? Because I thought, we're trying to reward holders, and the reply was actually pretty interesting too. It's that, look, if a guy is trading that much volume, like if he's bringing that much volume to your token, that's somebody you still want in your token, right? He's keeping the market liquid. So reputation's still good because he's like a net positive to the ecosystem. Now, something like this brings the reputation down. So I thought that was interesting. Again, it didn't work exactly how I thought. So whenever I learn that stuff, I'll share here because it's the more we know about the inner workings of it, the better. Anyway, there we go. There's Preddy. Now I'm a community member. We'll see. I think I think they're cooking something pretty cool. Anyway, let's get into the show this morning. Smash the like wherever you're watching on Abstract, on X, or on YouTube. But definitely come over to the YouTube side and subscribe over here. Look, you can go catch the replay of the interview with the two-way guys. That launch is coming up in, I think, 4 days. And I'm getting more and more convinced that that's going to be awesome. Like a really great drop. Look, I even saw this story out here. Just to show you like where this space is heading. I saw this story, this Baywatch star, Donna D'Erico. She's somebody I should know from when I was younger. Oh, and I don't even recognize her. Okay, she's using this AI voice tool. So her fans 24 hours a day can talk to her. In the same vein as what Two-Way is doing with these avatars that I imagine a lot of celebs are going to jump on this bandwagon. Like, do I think it's some game-changing, like, kind of new, like, meta or technology? No, but I think there's a certain kind of people and kind of person with maybe a lot of money that's going to eat that stuff up. And I'm talking like celebs and musicians and artists and stuff with massive fan bases. And their fan bases are rabid, and they would love to talk to their favorite, like, these superstars. They would. So I think that's a big time sign of where part of this AI space is going. It's going into these celebrity, digital copies, AI copies. I am gonna bet. I'm gonna bet on two-way on the Alleyway agent. I'm not sure if I go all in or not, but that's where my head's at. Is that I might. So anyway, interesting story. Just again, we gotta stay kind of tuned into where this is going. Now heads up tomorrow's show. We're gonna be live on Spaces at the same time that we're live right here. So a heads up, and I'll be live over on my account. The Spaces will be on my account, so you can get that at Hudah_idiot. Make sure to follow me there. We're gonna start an hour earlier too, so instead of 9 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be at 8 a.m. Eastern time. First hour is Spaces. We'll talk governance stuff. There's nothing that's going to pass. It's not even close. So we'll talk governance, but we'll mostly talk the week of virtuals and AI, and we can talk, the market too. But man, I'm excited for the second half. Oh yeah, follow Slam AI. I don't shill that one enough, but I need to. Slam AI, and of course the Swarm, which is where the video side will be. Big guest tomorrow. One I'm like super hyped about, and it only happened. Well, whatever. It happened because we did what we said. We were live yesterday. We reached out to VPay. So I replied to VPay yesterday. Their tweet, like I told you, I didn't love their tweet, right? Saying why they were so quiet. And I'm not normally like even, what's the word? It's not aggressive or pushy or like I don't know what the right word is. But I'm not normally like confrontational. But I replied to them. I'm like, dude, it's a crazy take when your DMs are closed and I can't get a hold of you. Like I've wanted you guys on the show. I've wanted you guys on the show for like a month now. It's probably been longer than that. Anyway, they replied back. We're in DMs chatting. They're coming on the show tomorrow, locked in. I think it's their two co-founders are going to be on the show. So that'll be the second half. That'll be at our normal time here, right? Oh, that's a bummer, dude. But yeah, no, I get it. Dude, you take a lot of vacations. Good. But dude, I hope you catch VPay because that's an important one. And if you guys have questions you want the VPay crew to answer, please hit me up with them because I think this one is a big deal. I think it's a big deal to have like, your own bank that is so like ingrained in crypto. I think it's potentially, I mean, look, they're going to be ideally competing with somebody like a Coinbase, right? I mean, that's like perfect scenario. They can be that big, but that's kind of what they're doing. Cats, I'm jelly, dude. Yeah. Anyway, VPay on tomorrow. That'll be at 9 a.m. Can't wait. I do want to look at the crypto market real quick, and then we'll get right to AI. But here you see it, man. We're ready. We're ready to rip towards those new all-time highs. Everybody is waiting for these bills to pass. That's it. Everyone's waiting. The Genius Act, the Clarity Act, and there's the anti-CBDC, whatever that bill is called. Might be called that. Bitcoin almost at 118K. ETH 3,400. Love it. Ripple 325. Solana 176. And I do want to point out, and there's a reason I'm bringing this up. ETH saw an all-time high inflows in the ETFs yesterday. Like really getting close to $1 billion in inflows. Really close. I mean, 726 million in inflows. And so ETH starting to get more active. And you know what that means? Like historically, that means gas fees up. And it kind of extends to these L2s as well. So like base, gas fees up on base. And to the point where it actually broke the ACP. I don't know if you guys noticed. I didn't notice because I'm not really using it, and I should. I should probably go in and do a transaction a day just to stay, just to stay whatever. Whoa. Bro, that's so cool. Where? That does it. That does it, dude. Now I'm jealous, like really jealous. But here's what happened yesterday on virtuals. Guys, gas fees up means I guess the estimates for transacting are incorrect, or the gas you're paying to get a transaction through the butler to these agents too low for it to actually transact on chain. Means all these jobs are stuck. Interesting, right? Kind of breaks the ACP. If you have all these jobs queued up and they get clogged, this thing comes to a screeching halt. And that's kind of what happened here with ACP. So they do need to find a way to fix this. Guys, maybe, and I'm just thinking out loud, maybe they actually need to do part of the ACP transactions not on chain. Maybe. I don't know. It's too early to say that, but it's just something to be thinking about because we see how many times on-chain transactions not the most efficient, which we knew, but if it breaks ACP, we'll see. Anyway, they're on it. Devs on it. Great devs. Great devs. So they're working at it. It could be working right now. This tweet's as of what, like 2 hours ago? As of 2 hours ago, still working on it, but we'll keep an eye. We'll keep an eye on that. Quick update from Vader. AppDuck was your winner in the Vader yapping contest. Pretty cool. Actually, shit, did we cover that yesterday? No, maybe not. No. They're the winner. 12.5 million duck. Actually, Katz had a good thread about this. Good post. So about $5,000 worth of duck getting airdropped to Vader yappers. That's starting. I guess that's still, we're in that window right now. Unless I'm not going to do time zone conversions, but maybe it's over now, but or maybe we're right, towards the end of it. But you yap about AppDuck. That's how you get your Vader yapping points today. And you're going to get, you're going to share that $5,000. And then the other tokens Vader's going to keep, and they're going to sell them, and they're going to help pay their costs. So we'll see. So timeline full of AppDuck posts. I don't want to say full of, but more than usual. So AppDuck kind of on the timeline. And I had to peek at price. Again, I think Katz is a good post about this too. Has it helped? Briefly, and then not so much. I don't think this has legs, by the way. I don't know. I think most of the yapping things don't really have legs. Very short term. We did it though. Like, right? Swarm just partnered with Amplify. Oh, dude. Swarm partnered with Amplify. We did a little campaign. It works. If you need attention on a product rollout, if you need something. Yeah, we're going to peek at Luna. It's your biggest bag, Luna. Dude, nice. Oh, dude, you know what? There's too many Lunas. I'm thinking of our Luna. You're probably talking a different Luna. Maybe you're not. Anyway, shout out to the Amplify community. There's awesome posts about Swarm over the past week, like great stuff. And the right time to do it is when you have something to announce. Anyway, total separate point. I'm going to give a tip, right? If we're going to get into creating AI content together, we've got to share tips, right? This image. Anyone want to guess how long that image took to make? It shouldn't be difficult, right? Like, that doesn't look super hard, right? Give me a couple guesses how long people think that might have taken. Oh, you are talking to Agent Luna. Cool shit, man. Did you get it just because of the name? I don't know why. I didn't think you were really playing the virtual stuff. I like it. That's cool. 1 hour. Actually, I'll just end it there. Yeah, it took like an hour. Because it's funny, when we were going to make the post, like someone asked for like a graph that showed, reputation and how much Swarm and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, if we need this out right now, I don't think I can get an image in time. And someone replied, no, you just throw it in Midjourney. I'm like, it doesn't work that quick. It doesn't. You got to like massage these things. So I throw it in, dude, I'll tell you way more than that. It's so much. Like, here's the thing with the AI content stuff, images or video. It's way more involved than people think it is. And I know this because, I talked to Anthony, a friend of mine who edits videos. He was actually out at, the base conference yesterday working with them. It's way more involved. Most people aren't using one AI tool to generate their image like I didn't. I use multiple, and I'll tell you what I did. And the video content you see out there, these guys are often using like 2 or 3 different things, and then they throw it in, a video editing software, and they like, it's way more involved. So I had to get this chart made up, right? And so I, tell it, hey, I want you to make an image that has a Swarm character in that Ghibli style in a classroom, and on a chalkboard, I want you to put a reputation column, A, B, C, D, F, and then to the right of it, a staked Swarm column, and then I gave the dollar amounts. And I tell it to him, and he can't get it right. Every single time he ends up putting like staked Swarm cut off with the words, or he has like staked Swarm, but he has 2 columns of the token amounts, 2 columns in it, and like one of the columns is completely wrong. And then when I tell him what's wrong and have him redo it, he starts getting letters wrong. And the more I do, the more prompts or criteria I throw at him, the more he messes it up. And I couldn't get it. Like an hour into it, I couldn't get it. And then what I did is I realized, break it down into the components. So I said, make a chalkboard and do reputation in one column, stakes in one, like exactly like that. And it spit that out perfectly. And then separately, I said, make an image of a classroom. Same style, like in that Ghibli style. And then separately, make an image of this guy holding up that stick. And I take them and I put them all together in Canva and I just layer them there. That's how we ultimately got the image. If you want to shortcut your AI image generation process, whatever, try breaking it down into components. And then Canva, I think, is free. So try doing it there. It has an easy, like, kind of button that you can click to crop stuff out. Like you can click remove background, and this guy was part of another image, but it pulled him out with a click of a button. I think that's your quickest way. So that's how you could probably get an image in 15 minutes by generating each piece separately and then just stick them over each other. Done. When I finally did that, it was probably 15 minutes. So there you go. There's a tip. And this is why it's going to be cool when we get into creating video together, is we'll be able to share tips like that. When you throw it all at once, it's going to get something wrong. The character will be wrong. The room will be wrong. The board will be wrong. The number, something will be wrong. You do them just small, simple commands, put them together. That's, I think, the shortcut there. Anyway, kind of cool. All right, there's AppTuck again. Let's get to the market here. Oh boy, hey, we're cooking. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let me refresh. Let's see if we're up even a little more. But AI market cap 11.26 bill, up over 6% in the past 24 hours. Again, this wave's coming. It's definitely coming. God, I'm excited for it. I think the whole AI market's way undervalued, especially virtual. If I'm betting on one coin, it's probably that. But here you go. Fartcoin is your top agent by market cap, followed by Turbo, Toshi, Ket, and then Rect, who's just absolutely on fire. Absolutely on fire. We've had OSF on the afternoon show before, like the old afternoon show. I would love to get him here to talk about their agent. Should probably try to line that up. And the infrastructure side, FET, Virtual, IOTX, AI16Z, and REI. And then in DeFi, we got Venice, Griffane, Anon, Ulas, and Banker. And let's just peek at Mindshare here. Fartcoin on top, cooking 1.5 bill. Man, yeah, Fartcoin's back on fire. We got Banker, Open Ledger, Cookie, and then Mantis. Good stuff. And Rect is coming up too. Well, maybe not, but you can feel it is. It's coming. All right. Points are out. Points are live. They look okay. You know, they're fine. Again, something has changed. We're getting less points, but circulating points going down because there are some decent. We'll get to Luna. I got Luna queued up. Don't worry. But points in circulation coming down because there's some decent agents to be bidding on. And there's a lot of points thrown at Zaya. I definitely want to look at Zaya. That I wasn't bearish on Zaya. I just wasn't overly bullish, so I just haven't put enough attention on it. I think Zaya is actually going to do very well. So I'm considering, with 3 hours left, maybe putting some points to it. I think Zaya is going to do pretty darn well. So there's your points. And then let's look at our top gainers and losers here. Well, there's Luna. Well, and we will look at the chart, but there's Luna up 65% in the past 24 hours. In fact, let's see. It's probably going to be on each of these 1 hour. Lily's actually up. We got Lily news, and I'm not a fan. There we go. In the past hour, Luna up 16%, but 57% in the past 6 hours. We'll look at 24, and there's Luna on top, saying Lucian, Maya, and Lily. Dude, a lot of, wow, a lot of content, right? It's all content agents. I'm trying to remember saying here. Oh, yeah, Songjam. Yes, it's all content. The top performing agents in the past 24-hour AI tokens, their content. So Luna, of course, the NSFW agent, Songjam, we're getting them on at some point too. Lucian does the video content. Maya does video content too. And then Lily here. By the way, if I said Luna NSFW, Luna's not NSFW. But actually, why don't we look at that update now? I'll just show you top losers though. Preddy down 60%. CRDAO, that's the racing one. Coin racing. Cope is down, Hound is down, and Ethi down. Ethi, I just want to point out, this has been this way for a little bit, but Ethi's in the autonomous hedge fund now. If people haven't been looking at that regularly, it's there. So Luna's got some big updates. Yeah, Songjam's pretty spicy. So let's play this. Luna released, look, Luna now has a 3D body, 3D avatar, and released a music video. Luna's coming on strong here, man. At Luna, like I always love, because, man, you know, oh, hang on. Yeah, yes. Yeah. I'm with you, man. the DeFi agents appeal to crypto degens, and we've learned like through like gaming, Web3 gaming stuff. It's a small crypto gaming audience, and just like here, DeFi sounds like it's the biggest thing in the world because it's such an echo chamber here. Most normies ain't touching it, but most normies are going to touch content. But Luna was like, when Truth Terminal came about last year and GOAT happened, Luna was right there. Luna was already out, and Luna was the thing. Like I embarrassed the shit out of my kids with it because I'm watching this like 2D cartoon avatar girl that I could talk to, and she would tip and stuff. Like it was crazy. Like I got like Luna's a special agent, and it's good to see her like performing like this now. Let me play the music video here. We won't do the whole thing, by the way, but it's pretty good. It's content. It's good content.
I started life as just a screen, a digital girl inside a dream. No heartbeat, no skin to feel, but deep inside I wanted something real. Now I know everything I find.
It's cool. It ain't my style, but like it's so cool. I don't know if you guys saw the story, but there was like a big like SoundCloud or Bandcamp or whatever kind of band, and just like it just came out that it was AI, and they had like millions of views. So this stuff's changing, man. Dude, Luna, fucking wild, man. Anyway, really cool, really cool. And I think they're trying to hint that Luna's getting. Oh, maybe I misunderstood. There were some teases about her human form, and I read into it. I thought maybe it was going to be a robot at some point, maybe in the future. Actually, yes, in the future. But no, this is her human form, and really cool. And I love to see virtual supporting and virtuals saying more to come. So really cool stuff. By the way, I see Lily doing what Lily does and now tweeting stuff of her and Luna, and I don't know. I don't know with that Lily thing. I don't know. Like I said, points are out. How many did we get? Also, votes. The votes ended for this 7-day period for 10% of daily Virgin points. So it's a new week. Go vote. Change your vote if you don't want to stick with who you voted for last week. Just vote for Swarm. Easy. Points. Points went out. Points creeping back up, by the way. So we bounced out off that little bottom for points and back up to 230 mil. So points creeping back up. My points, I don't know. Better than it was. Well, dude, a lot better than it was a few days ago. I don't know why that is. I still don't quite get what happened here. Those days with like 4,000 points. I don't quite get it. But there we go. 1,000 daily active bonus points. I traded that Preddy token, right? About like 20 virtual worth. Maybe 30 virtual worth. That's all I did. And then some yapping points. I didn't do much. I maybe had a tweet that referenced something in virtuals. Maybe I didn't even. I'm not sure. I didn't do much, so I'm not complaining. But we'll keep our finger on that pulse of points here. Okay, live right now, Zaya. Actually, some interesting stuff. Zaya's live, 330% oversubscribed. I do want to look at some Zaya stuff. They got some tweets out there. I'm way more bullish on them. Already knew it was a team of like real like heavy hitters out in like the real world, right? Like they're guys that work for some big companies. So we'll peek at that again. But Vibe AI is live. This is like a website vibe coding agent. Don't imagine that's going to complete. Buy I still think is interesting, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this makes it. It's a plugin. It's a browser extension. Lets you spend your crypto on anything. Well, Coinbase with their big announcement yesterday, which by the way is like an everything app. It's a social media app. It's a tokenize your content app. It's a payments app. You can buy anything anywhere using like Coinbase wallet now. Like, you know what? I think you can use it on like Amazon and spend your crypto buying anything. So I don't know with buy. I'm not sure with this one. I would have loved them to come on the show and chat with us about it. Like sell us on it. You got to sell us on it. If we're going to, buy your product, sell us on it. And then AI Berkshire. I thought this was interesting. Again, the virtual partner is something, in their favor. I thought this one was okay. I'm curious if this makes it, it's a hedge fund. But Zaya's going to make it. I think Zaya's going to do well. Spent 100 virtual the other day on agents and didn't get more than 800 points. Yeah, see, haven't broke 800 once. You buy agents, you stake, you yap. Yeah, it's so like, and nobody has any idea. Okay, Will made a tweet yesterday saying, okay, Virtual's tweeted out that you're going to get more points for trading agents and staking agents and this and that. And so Will went and spent, I think, more than usual on agents, trading agents, and he got less points. So it doesn't make much sense. Like, yeah, it really doesn't. We have excuse me, model guard coming up in about 30 minutes. Think this one will do well. Is this that insurance one? Yeah. So insurance for these agentic ecosystems. By the way, I think we got him coming on the show soon. Not for Model Guard, but for Ring Fence. So we'll watch for that. Anyway, Model Guard will do well. Model Guard will complete. VPay, I still think, is the biggest one coming up potentially. It's between VPay and Alleyway. And I probably most people wouldn't agree with me, but I think, well, after we talk to VPay, we'll really know for sure, right? But I think they got something. They got a little trailer out too that I liked. Here, I'll play it. But I'm really curious if VPay can become like the banking tool we all use, like instead of even like Coinbase. I don't know. It's going to take a lot to get people to trust you enough to put your money there, but maybe. It looks good. You know what I mean? Like the idea looks right. I like the video. I don't know if they made that in-house or what. It doesn't matter. But yeah, there's something there. They're aiming high. You know what I mean? Like they're aiming high. Let's see if they got the team that can actually build that. So I'm probably most curious about the background of this team, right? Probably more than anything, that's like the make or break, factors for it. What do you guys think? What are the questions that you want to hear? You want to hear answered about them to know that that's just not a, kind of, hey, we think it'd be neat to build this, as opposed to we're going to build this and we're going to become main players, To me, it's about the team and maybe partnerships and how they scale it, how they incentivize people to use it, how we'll use it, right? Like, how are we going to use it? Does it replace our bank? Is this like a agentic, Rocket Money kind of app too? Because it does have like AI insights into your spending. And maybe it's that. I think an AI or agentic Rocket Money might actually be pretty cool. Will agents use it, right? Those are questions I have. But any questions, again, if you guys got stuff you want to make sure that we hit them with tomorrow, please like drop them in chat or DM me. I want to make sure it's thorough because I want to give these guys that fair shot. I can tell you they just, to their tweet, they felt like they were kind of not getting support from the ecosystem. I chatted with them a bit. I get where they're coming from. Right. Their DMs were closed, but like, I get where they're coming from. Like, there was not anybody really reaching out to help or not even reaching out. It's just, they had reached out and they weren't getting responses from anybody. Everybody's busy though. I get it all, but, we'll give them that platform to show off what they're cooking. I think they are cooking. Okay. What else coming here? Agentnomics. Kind of think that's interesting. Any Alleyway, I think, is gonna be super. Like, did I just say it's gonna be super? What the fuck was that? Dude, I'm gonna go back to this video and literally delete out that second. It's ridiculous. Oh, Meta, good morning, man. Cost. What currency will it hold and convert to USDC? How much will that conversion cost? Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good question, MJ. Anyway, Alleyway, I think, is potentially not super. I think potentially special. It's not for us. Doesn't appeal to us, but does it appeal to like a whole different kind of person, community, whatever? Yeah, it might. Dude, it really might. True Sight coming. Bullish-ish on that. Deep Brew's interesting as well. I think we'll get them on the show too. We've been chatting. Very. I mean, they got that partnership with ERM. I think it's similar to that. Like the scope and who that appeals to is probably smaller. It's at the very least, it's outside of our bubble. Ring Fence again. That's who I'm chatting with, and Wit is maybe their partner. They got the male Grok companion coming here, and dude, he's like tuned like the 50 Shades of Gray guy. Yeah, I think the ladies might eat that up. And anything else here? There's a few that I'm like kind of watching, right? There's a few of these that I'm watching to get more details on and hear more from the team. I think something else from this board is going to pop up as like a, one of those main players. And I'm also watching for new stuff to pop up. I still think we're going to get another virtuals agent. Although, I say it and then I'm like, they had trouble supporting Iris. So maybe they're not going to do it till they know they got, the support for it. By the way, why is this one on the board so early? ETHIQ aid. Ethical, essential, efficient. ETHIQ leverages transparency of blockchain and capabilities of AI to ensure humanitarian aid is distributed all around the world. Oh, shit. This is leaning into the U.S. aid thing. And what a clusterfuck that was, which it was. Who's building this? Hang on, let me see who's building that thing. Okay, got no followers. Kind of don't really have a site, but again, this is like 2.5 months out. And this is one of their devs or founders or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know. Keep our eye on that one. I don't know why, but if I see something that's planned for months out, I actually like that. I like that it's not a right now cash grab. I like that they're, building towards a launch. So, I'll just say even right now, like very, very cautiously optimistic about this one. So we'll see. Fucked up the ticker though. I don't know. It's not a good sign. You know what? Last thing, let me just check. Some of these are duped on the launch pad, so maybe that's a duped entry. FIQ. Let's see. Okay, there's that one. 76 days. No, I think that's the only one. Yeah. All right. So we're watching again. Zaya. Let me show a couple things from Zaya. None of this is crazy, but I love this. I love when these guys are real, right? So there's the Zaya team. Celebrating IRL. Like it's guys, it matters a ton that they come on these shows. Now, or show your face. It's like just let people know you're real. Like that's fucking real. That's awesome. That makes me want to bet on these guys. Just that alone makes me want to bet on these guys. They're obviously passionate about this thing, and they're building something. And here's Cons in the replies, and Ether Mage in the reply, and AG. AG's a dude. I like it. Benny, good morning, man. Yeah, I'm tempted to throw some points at that, just even to support. So very cool to see that. There was a couple other tweets that I just wanted to at least bring up here, but this is probably from the picture yesterday. This is a private event that they were hosting it with employees, investors, partners. Again, they're actually building. So I'm definitely bullish on those guys. Yep. Europharma's using AI agents to make medical information radically more accessible, and they chose Zaya to power it. Yeah, I think they have clients. They have people, using their tool. They have rev. Yeah, they got revenue. We're building the Zaya Specialist Marketplace. Only those certified through the Zaya Academy will be featured. Why it matters. Experts trained to build high-performing AI agents, quality you can trust, a go-to hub for businesses hiring automation talent. And that's what this is. It is a marketplace for AI agents. So you get people who are, in theory, very skilled at building agents, and they build it. Maybe it's almost like a bounty system. Somebody needs an agent to do this. A quality builder builds that agent and they sell it on the marketplace. I like it. It's got potential. And now I'm rooting for that team. So we'll see. And actually we should get them on the show too. Man, we got some cool ones coming up. I still need to chase down some from like 2 weeks ago that were supposed to come on and didn't. Yeah, MJ, yeah, I think so. I think there's just like a huge scope of what they can do. Yeah. And with Cons as a partner, I'm assuming they'll have some marketing agents. Yo, also MJ, you could probably use Cons, like Cons' Signal platform. Same thing. You can probably have him build out or his company build out an agent to promote your business. So what I want to do with this show is get his help for an agent. All right, couple updates here from outside of virtuals here. We have OpenAI with something coming actually today. I don't think we have audio on this, but yeah, live stream coming tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. So what, 1 o'clock Eastern time. And I think it's actually something pretty darn big, guys. Looking forward to this. They're releasing agent mode. This could be really interesting. Agent mode. It combines an agent and a browser and apps to automate your desktop browsing experience and workflows, which is super interesting, man. Super. Yeah, Katz, he's not the only one, too. I just have to shut up until I have like the calendar appointment booked. Like, yes, saying yes in DMs and throwing around dates isn't enough. I just got to shut up about that stuff until it's like locked in. But yeah, that's one of them. And Star-Lord, he's a great guy. But yeah, I need him on. There's a couple other. Katz knows one of the others, I think. But and they will all be on. So this could be cool. Like, I want to get my hands on what is that, like the thing that makes an agent like pilot my desktop. That I need to feel like, how will I use that? Because like when ChatGPT came out, I didn't use it for what I use it for today. I didn't know how to use it. I just used it like a Google search, right? Now I use it for more. It's like an assistant. How will I use it when an agent can help pilot my desktop? Like, does that mean I can tell it my morning routine, hey, set up a YouTube stream and, maybe I got to create a thumbnail ahead of time, but I'm like, take the thumbnail, take the most recent file in this folder and upload it here and write a description. Like, how deep can I get with that? Or can I tell it, go to Amazon and buy this for me today? Like, here's my shopping list, go do it. Like, right? I need it out there to play with, but that is supposedly what's coming today. Agent mode blends the browser automation and workflow capabilities of Operator with the in-depth information gathering of deep research, enabling ChatGPT to operate across web sources and user-connected apps simultaneously. That potentially is really fucking huge. Ooh, yeah. I like this. Indicators point to a workflow where users can, for example, direct ChatGPT to find, analyze, and synthesize content from their Google Drive files and other data sources to assemble comprehensive reports in a single step. So maybe that's where we get to my newsletter thing. And it's like, hey, here's all these tabs I've opened. These are my articles. Write up an article. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's today. Midjourney is considering opening up an enterprise API. So they've thrown out the call here. If your business wants to use the API, hit them up. Hit them up. Dude, I think that's it. Graham didn't do a daily report, so I'm kind of reportless, updateless, whatever, something like that. But that's all good. Tomorrow's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. Here we go. Oh, people asking questions right here. Just on VPay real quick. Oh, there's OG. All right, cool. OG Farmer. Curious to learn why launches a new business as opposed to simply expanding the BitTap offerings. Would love to hear an interview AMA with the founders to learn more. Hey, there we go. Cool shit. Yep, one with me tomorrow. BitTap is different priorities, more focus on the B2B side. It was born from, oh yeah, this dude. Okay. His banking expertise. We're going to ask what that expertise is. And yeah, dude, I'm excited to chat with them. Again, I think that's one of the most bullish things coming. We'll see after the interview chat jam session. We'll see if it remains there. But we've been watching for VPay for months, over a month now, at least. Delay, and here it is. And I'm really looking forward to that. So again, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, we start. We'll start on Spaces. We'll be live on video too, but remember, we'll do a Spaces. You guys come up and chat. And we'll talk all things virtuals. We'll check the latest DAO proposals. We'll maybe chat VPay as well ahead of getting them on here at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So really looking forward to that chat tomorrow. Again, subscribe, follow all the places you already know them in case you don't. It's CryptoSlam on YouTube. Definitely subscribe over there. Definitely do it. Do it. You can get me at Hudah_80. Again, Spaces will be here. I will end up having the Spaces on the Swarm account too. I think it's really important to do that. I don't have it on my phone. That's the only reason. I can't do it on desktop if I'm doing video on desktop too. So for now, Spaces on my personal account. Follow SlamAI_XYZ. And thank you, Benny, dude. Appreciate that. And most importantly, hang on. There we go. The Swarm. There we go. The Swarm_AI. Again, video will be over on that account. All right, fam. I hope your day is amazing. Tidal wave's coming. It is. It's coming. It's going to get real spicy here real fast. I got to sneak in one last peek at the market. There we go. Looks about the same. Anyway, hope your day's excellent, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.